Okay, so welcome to Yoga in the Park. Today is Saturday the 25th, and we're going to spend the next hour or so together just letting go and focusing on breath and movement and making this your own practice. So if you feel like laying on your mat for the next hour relaxing, you can go ahead and do that. We're going to start with some relaxation, so get nice and comfortable on your mat. Let's lie back, close our eyes, and we're going to start to breathe in through our nose, feeling the expansion of our belly, our back, and our rib cage. Exhaling out through the nose, we want to feel that same area of our bodies contract and empty. Let's try to slow our breathing to maybe breathing into the count of 4. And exhaling out to the count of 4. While we continue to focus on that strong breathing, let's bring some awareness to our face. Relax our eyes. Relax our jaw. Let's bring awareness and breath into the neck. And breathe away any tension that you're holding in the Let's bring that awareness and breath into the shoulders, and let your breath flow all the way down the arms and out through your fingertips. And now we're going to move into our hips and our pelvis. We're going to let our breath travel down the length of our legs and out through the tips of our toes. From there, let's move into the spine. And feel your breath entering the top of the head and making its way down the spine, weaving itself in between each segment of our spine, creating space. Now let's inhale both arms towards the sky. And we're going to exhale, let them float back behind us. And once they're behind us, I want you to press out through your heels and stretch out through all of your fingers. And feel yourself getting 2 inches longer. And then we're going to let everything go soft. Let's inhale the arms back up towards the sky. And exhale, return them to your sides. Once there, we're going to turn our head to the left. Bring it back to neutral, and we'll turn it to the right. Back to neutral. Again, turning that head to the left. Back through neutral, and we turn to the right. And then come back to that neutral place. Let's pull left knee to chest and give it a nice hug. And while we've got it hugged in, let's point and flex our foot. And then make a slow ankle roll around. And then let's reverse. And then just let your foot rest. From there, let's circle the entire leg. Breathing into that hip. And we'll go the other way. And then just keep that knee drawn in close to the body. Now we'll send that leg back out. And let's bring the opposite knee to chest. Give it a good close hug. And let's flex and point our foot. And then we'll roll our ankle around and around. And reverse. And then just let the foot rest. And let's circle the knee around and around. And then go the other way. And once again, just draw that knee in nice and close to the body. Let's keep the knee in, but bring the other knee to join it. Give yourself a big hug, but keep your shoulders released against your mat. And let's do a few rocks from side to side. And then begin to circle both knees around and around, feeling that massage moving into your lower back. And let's reverse. And then we'll keep the knees hugged in nice and close. Let's take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to roll ourselves up. And once you've made it upright, let's come into our easy cross-legged position. Just want to feel our sit bones on the mat. Let our palms open face to the sky. Feel your shoulders fall from your ears. And continue to breathe deeply in through the nose, out through the nose. Let's allow our chin to drop to our chest and breathe into the back of our neck. We'll inhale, lift the head to back and open the throat. Again, exhale, chin to our chest. Inhale, lift the head to back, open the throat. Once again, exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the head to back and open our throat. And then return to that neutral place. Let's go ahead and turn our head to one side. And back to neutral and turn to the other side. And then return to that neutral place. Now let's place hands together at the heart. Let's inhale, open the arms and the heart. Exhale, we come back together. Inhale, let's open. And exhale together. Once again, inhale, open. And exhale together. Let's lace the fingers and push our palms away from the body. Breathe between the shoulder blades. Breathe across the upper back. Continue to press the palms, but we lift them higher to the sky. Making sure we're not feeling any tension in the shoulders or the neck. Feel yourself get a little bit longer out of your waist. Good, now let's just let that left hand lower. Your fingertips lightly touch down. The right hand's going to reach a little bit higher. And then we'll side bend to our left. And let's come back up. Again, side bend. And we lift. Once more, side bend. And lift. And then we'll let that arm go down. Once there, inhale both arms to the sky. And exhale, open. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, open. Inhale. And exhale. This time we'll inhale, reach to the sky. And on the exhale, just the right hand lowers. Once our fingertips touch down, stretch that left arm a little higher. And then let's side bend to the right. And back up. Again, we side bend. And left. Once more, side bend. And left. Bring the other arm up. And float both arms down. From there, let's do some shoulder rolls backwards. And then let's increase to some arm circles. They're going to get a little bit bigger and a little bit slower until we've engaged the full shoulder. And then just stretch both arms higher and higher. And as we exhale, hands come back to the heart. From there, let's return to our seated mountain pose, opening palms to the sky, backs of the hands resting softly. So let's take one more inhale as we are. On the exhale, let's ease ourselves onto all fours. Once we've made it to all fours, let's spread our fingers open really wide. Turn those hands in slightly and press through your second, third, and fourth knuckles on each hand. That's going to keep the waist, your weight from settling into your wrists. Meanwhile, press down through the tops of your feet and feel that spine lengthening from your tailbone to the top of your head. As we inhale, sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart. Exhale, let's round up the head. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cow. Return to that neutral spine. Now let's extend through the heel of our right foot and push that leg out so it's about hip level. We'll add our left arm forward, rotating your palm towards the sky. Exhale back to all fours and let's switch. Push through the left heel, extending that leg, right arm forward. Come to the sky. Let's exhale, lower, switch again. Extend and reach a little bit further. Exhale, lower, and we switch. Extend and reach. Exhale, return to all fours. Now let's bring the big toes a little bit closer together. Separate the knees a bit more. Push your tailbone back towards your heels. Let your chest drop through your knees. Forehead to the mat and palms to the sky. Let's flip the hands back over into those foundational hands. We'll tuck our toes and lift our tailbone towards the sky. Moving into downward facing dog. So I want you to just let your head dangle freely through your arms. Feel your bottom two ribs pulling closer and closer to your thighs. And feel the backs of your shoulder blades reaching towards your gluteals. Let's gently nod the head, yes. And then we'll gently shake it, no. Let it just dangle there. And then let's walk our dog. Lift and lower each heel individually. Really lifting high and pressing the heel as low to the mat as you can. And then let both heels press down. Next, we're going to inhale ourselves into plank. So we want to make sure you have a nice tight tummy, no saggy hips, no booties in the air, no hanging heads. And then exhale, return to downward facing dog. We'll inhale again into our plank. And then exhale, down dog. Again, inhale to plank. And exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank. From there, let's modify through the knees and the tops of the feet. And then as we exhale, elbows open, we bring the chest down, then the hips. Now tuck the elbows in. Press through tops of feet and hip bones, pull out through the top of the head. And then inhale, rise into cobra. Exhale, opening, elbows open on the way down, and then tuck in as we inhale. Good. Again, exhale, elbows open, come down. And then tuck them in and inhale. Rise into cobra. Nice. Now let's press back into extended child's pose. Again, separating those knees, dropping the chest through the knees, forehead down, and opening palms to the sky. We'll come back to foundational hands, tuck our toes, and make our way back up into downward facing dog. A few more walks of our dog, pedaling those feet. Crossing the heels down. And then inhale to plank. Feel free to modify or lower in one piece. Elbows open, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Toes tuck under. Let's come back up into down dog. We Inhale again into plank. Exhale, lowering, elbows open, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, length, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Once more, inhale to plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now from down dog, let's take a giant step forward with our right foot, placing it in between our hands. So once there, check is your right knee over your ankle. Back leg long and straight. We're keeping that head from dropping down. We've got runner's lunge. Good. From there, we're going to sink down onto the left knee, press through the top of the left foot. And now let's reach to the sky, giving us crescent knee. Exhale, fold forward. Go ahead and tuck the left toes under, lift that left knee. We'll step right foot back, returning us plank. Press back up into down dog. Pedal those feet a few more times. Pressing the heels down. And then we'll take a giant step forward with left foot between the hands. Again, we check left knee over ankle, back leg long and straight. Now let's sink to the right knee, press to the top of the right foot, and recreate. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat, right toes tuck under, returning to runner's lunge. Good, now let's step right foot forward. Got toes close, heels apart, and slowly roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Again to the sky, and exhale to our heart. This time reach to the sky on the exhale, we're going to fold forward. Do a big inhale to look out. Exhale to sink deeper. And then inhale, rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale. Again, inhale to the sky and exhale, sink forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Now let's step back. Right foot, left foot, into plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise for cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes or back up into down dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Again, inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, lengthening, rising into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward. Toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Again, inhale, extend. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale. Last sun salutation. Inhale, extend. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back into plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale as we lengthen. Rise into cobra. Exhale, we're back up into down dog. Inhale again into plank. Good, and then exhale. Left foot forward, right foot forward. Toes close, heels apart. Inhale, reach high, touch the sky. Nice and start. And now let the arms extend at your sides. Fingertips stretching towards the earth. of the head, drawing towards the sky. Opening the heart. Feeling the sturdiness of your stance. Feet firmly planted into the earth. You've got standing mountain pose. From there, let's inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot steps back into runner's lunge. Once we're there, we're going to push the right heel down. Turn your right toes out about 45 degrees and align your left heel with the back of your right heel. Now start to lift upper body. So we want to make sure that we've got our body weight centered equally into both feet. We've got our hip bones facing forward, our shoulders square, and then we're going to add arms, moving us forward. From there, let's let the arms open, stay nice and long in our waist. And we're going to begin to hinge forward. So we want to pull our rib cage closer to our front thigh. And there's our warrior airplane. As we exhale, let's bring the right hand down to the mat. Return to the ball of your right foot, so we've made it back into our lunge. On the next exhale, we're going to revolve at the waist, sending our left arm higher to the sky for twisting lunge. Exhale, bring the left hand back down. Good, now step left foot back, returns us to our plank. Exhale, let's lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise to cobra. Exhale, we're back up into down dog. And then inhale to plank. Exhale again, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Toes close, heels apart. Now I want you to bend your knees like you're trying to sit your butt down in a tiny chair. And while you're sinking your hips, pull your knees closer together. That's going to allow you to lift your ribs from your thighs, add your arms, and gut your Beautiful. Now let's inhale, rise from our chair. Exhale, heel start. Good. Again, inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Now let's step the left foot back into our lunge. So once you feel well established in your lunge, push left heel down. Turn left toes out about 45 degrees. Align your right heel with the back of your left heel. And we start lifting up our body. So again, once we're upright, we've got our body weight centered equally into both feet. We've got hip bones forward, shoulders squared out over our hips. And then we can add the arms back into the arms open, stay nice and long in the waist. Now begin to hinge forward. So think about getting your rib cage close to that front thigh. Outstretched arms. And then let's exhale and bring the left hand to the mat. Return to the ball of your left foot, so we're back in our lunge. And then on our next exhale, we're going to revolve at the waist, sending right hand high to the sky for twisting lunge. Good. Exhale, return the hand to the mat. Let's step our right foot back. We've made it back to plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthening, rising up. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And again, exhale. Left foot forward, right foot forward. Keeping toes close, heels slightly apart. Again, we're going to bend our knees like we want to sit down in a tiny chair. And pull the knees closer together, allowing you to lift ribs from thighs. Add arms along your ears. Back in our chair pose. Good, now inhale, rise up from your chair. And exhale. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. We're going to take our right leg and extend it behind us about hip level. So just push out through the heel of your right foot. Your hands form a tripod with your left foot. And this is tripod balance, so we can remain in our tripod, or you can align your left thumb with your left pinky toe. Start to roll your right hip open, adding right arm to the sky, bringing us to half moon balance. Exhale, right hand down if it is lifting. Take that giant step back with your right foot, returning us to runner's lunge. Good. So once you feel your back in your lunge, let's try lifting up our body, and that's going to bring us to high lunge. We can stay in high lunge, or maybe you want to add your arms, and there's crescent lunge. Good. And then as we exhale, we'll bring the hands down and fold forward. Now we're ready to walk ourselves around into a wide straddle. So we're going to end up facing the wide edge of our mat. Adjust your feet so your toes are in, heels are out slightly, hands directly under shoulders. You're going to take that big inhale to look out. And then as you exhale, you're going to let that upper body completely melt. And remember, you can bend your knees as much as you need to here. We don't want to feel any discomfort in the back. We want to just let go of the upper body. From there, let's press down through our palms, again pushing the arms straighter and straighter. Now I want you to just raise your heels and come up nice and high onto the balls of your feet. We're going to press the heels down, rock back onto your heels so you can lift up all of your toes and spread them apart. Go ahead and press the foot down, again pressing through the toes. Let's raise the heels. Lower the heels, rock back onto the heels, lift up those toes, spread them open. And then let your feet press firmly into the mat. Now as we inhale, press through your palms, flat back. We're going to open arms one at a time, and we've got an airplane straddle. Now keep using that nice strong abdominal area and start to lift up the body. Once you've made it fully upright, we've got palms facing the sky, and 5 feet side. From there, we're going to inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, brush the earth, and then inhale, rise up, sunflower. Exhale, folding forward, brushing the earth. Inhale, rise. Again, exhale, fold. Then inhale, rise. Now let's open the arms and we're back to 5 minutes. Let's rotate our palms so they're face forward. Rotate them again so they're facing down. Rotate, they're facing behind us. And then rotate, rotate, rotate until once again they're facing forward. Now we're going to let the hands come closer together. We're going to let the palms meet and then place all of the fingers. Feel that stretch between your shoulder blades and across your upper back. And then let's stretch the index fingers straight and let them press together. out of your waist. And then we'll side bend to our left. Come back up. Side bend to the right. Lift back up. Do a slight back bend. Lift back up. And side bend. Good. From there, let's go ahead and turn our left foot towards the front end of our mat. Now your left heel should be aligned with your right arch. So you want to keep your hip bone facing along into the mat. And let's bend the left knee. Look for that place where you're centering your body weight equally into both feet. Good. And then we'll pull that leg straight. And let's try again. Always looking for just a little bit more. And pull straight. One more time. Good, and just kind of settle into warrior two, feeling that power of the pose. Now let's stretch that left arm a little farther, lift to left, lower to right. Push left arm to the sky, breathe up the left side of your ribs, and we've got reverse warrior. So now you're going to imagine that you're being pressed between two planes of glass. And while you're staying very open and very flat, you start to pull that right hip to the right and start reaching that left arm farther and farther and farther away from our right hip. Once you can't go any farther in either direction, send your left hand low and your right hand high. So we can place our left hand anywhere on our left leg. The goal is to make sure that you're staying open and flat. You want to feel that space across the chest, all the way down the length of our spine, across the front of those hips. Lower that right arm towards the right hip. So we're going to make a full arm circle. As it starts to climb back up the other side, re-bend the left knee. And you can either place your left forearm on your left thigh or reach your left hand to the mat. And there's extended angle pose. As we exhale, let's begin to revolve up the body. Make our way back into another lunge. Good, now send that left foot back, and there's our plank. Exhale, let's lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, we're back up into down dog. Let's inhale again to plank. Now you can hang out in plank, or maybe you want to add a push-up. And then return to downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Toes close, heels apart. Inhale, let's slowly roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Again, inhale to the sky, exhale. Swan dive forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Now we're going to take the left leg extended behind us hip level. Remember, hands from a tripod with the right foot. We can stay right like that, or we could move that right thumb so it's aligned with the right pinky toe as we roll our left hip open, adding left arm to the sky for half moon balance. We'll exhale left hand down if it's lifted. And then let's step our left foot way back, bending the right knee so we have a good strong runner's lunge. Once you feel stable and balanced, let's try lifting up our body. That becomes our high lunge. And then if you want to, go ahead and add your arms, keeping those crescent lines. Exhale, fold forward. Once you've made it back to the mat, we're going to simply walk ourselves around into our wide straddle. And now we should be facing the other wide edge of the mat. So we've got our feet turned in slightly, heels out, hands directly under those shoulders. First we do that big inhale to lengthen, look out. And then as we exhale, we let the upper body completely dangle free. Bending our knees as much as we need to. From there, let's press down into the palms, pushing the arms straighter and straighter. From there, let's go ahead and bend the left knee. Keep your right foot flat on the mat and just shift your weight to the left. So I want you to feel that stretch going up the inside of your right thigh. And then we're going to push the left leg straight and start to bend the right knee, shifting weight to the right. This time that stretch going up the left inner thigh. Back to center. Again, let's bend the left knee as we shift weight to the left. Left leg pushes straight and we bend the right knee. And then make your way back to that neutral place. Once there, press down to the palms, arms push straight, big inhale to look out. Exhale, arms open, and we're back into straddle inhale. From there, let's inhale and slowly rise to standing. Palms face the sky, and we're back in 5-pointed star. Now we'll inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, brushing the earth, and then inhale, growing into your sunflower. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise. One more time. Exhale, let's fold. And inhale, rise. And then let's come back to 5-pointed star. From here, we're going to let the left arm start to lower down, and it's going to make a full circle up and come back into place. Let the right arm lower down, make that nice full circle and circle. Left arm lower and circle. Right arm lower and circle. And then rotate your palms to face forward. Rotate them so they're facing down. Again, rotate so thumbs are down and palms face behind us. And then we're going to rotate, rotate, rotate until palms face front once again. And we start to bring them closer together. So once again, once your palms meet, breathe between your shoulder blades. Feel that stretch across the upper back. Lace your fingers and then press your index fingers together. And then let's bend the elbows and try to get elbows and forearms as close as we can, maintaining those elbows at about shoulder level. We'll inhale, touch the sky. Getting longer and longer out of the waist without shrugging the shoulders. We side bend to the right. Come back up and side bend to our left. Lift up, do a little back bend. Back to neutral. And reopen to our star. Now we're ready to take our right toes and turn them to the front end of our mat. Let's align our right heel with our left arch. Keep hip bones and chest facing the long edge of your mat, and then when you're ready, you bend the right knee. Looking for that spot where we're centered equally into both feet. And then we're going to pull the right leg straight. Let's try again. Good. And then back up. One more time. Now we're just going to hang out in Warrior Two and really feel the power of the pose. Keeping the back nice and long, looking out past our right hand. Reach that right arm a little farther forward, lift the right, lower the left. And then push right palm to the sky. Feeling your stretch going all the way up the right side of your ribs. For reverse warrior. And then make your way back to Warrior Two. Good, now right leg goes straighter and straighter without locking. And we've made it back to our straight. From there, we're going to imagine that we're crossed between two panes of glass, so there's no ability to fold forward or lean backwards, just going from side to side. We start to pull that left hip to our left, and our right arm's reaching out and out and out and out, as far away from the left hip as we can go. Once we can't go any farther, left hand low, right hand down. Think about pressing your right hip a little bit forward and rolling your right shoulder slightly back. And that's going to keep us in that vertical position. Breathe into the space that you've created across your heart, along your spine, throughout those hips. That left arm's going to keep reaching, but it's going to start to lower towards the left hip. Nice slow arm circle. As it starts to climb back up the other side, we're going to bend that right knee, and we can either place our right forearm on our thigh or reach right hand to the mat, and we're in extended angle pose. Let's exhale and start to revolve upper body. That's going to bring us back into runner's lunge. Right foot steps back, giving us plank. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, we lengthen, and then we rise into cobra. Exhale, toes tuck under, we're back up into down dog. Inhale again into plank. Feel free to hang out there or insert a push-up. And return. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up. Reach high to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. And return to standing mountain pose. So again, we want to be very aware of the sturdiness of our stance, feeling the earth pressing into the bottoms of our feet. Beware of your nice strong core, so think about drawing the navel in towards the spine, and then we want to find a focal point for our eyes. So just fixate on a spot. Begin to shift your weight into your right foot, and then we're going to take our left heel and place it at our right elbow. So we're going to move into tree pose, and you can keep your foot as low as you'd like or as high as you'd like. Just make sure that you're not pushing your heel against the side of your knee joint. And then perhaps you want to add some hinges to your tree. And we'll let our branches open first. Set that foot down and just reroot into standing mountain pose. So again, we want to find that focal point. We want to feel those abdominals staying drawn in, that's going to give us all that stability. We're going to shift weight into the left foot this time, placing right heel at left ankle bone and hands to heart. Whenever you're ready, you can throw into our tree. Let our branches lower. Send the foot back down. From here, let's take the hands behind our back and hook them together whatever way works for you. So once you feel like you've got your hands together, I want you to start to pull the arms straighter and straighter and the hands downward, and then begin to open your heart and open your throat. On the exhale, begin to hinge forward. So think about breathing with your ribs. We're going to fold, fold, fold. And remember, bent knees is fine. Once we can feel our ribs on our thighs, you're going to let your head drop. And then try to lift those arms a little higher. As we exhale, let your hands release. And your fingertips float down, and we can feel like we've got really, really long arms. Let's bring ourselves back to foundational hands. We'll step back with right foot and left foot, bringing us into plank. Good. Now let's keep right shoulder over right wrist, and we're going to turn for side plank. Feel free to modify to the side of your right knee if you'd like. We'll exhale ourselves back around into our full plank. And then let's return to down dog. Walk your dog if you can. Press your heels. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Let it just hang out and return to plank. Now let's keep left shoulder over left wrist. Move into side plank. Again, feel free to modify to the side of your left foot. Exhale, return to plank. Again, downward facing dog. This time just raise your heels and push them down. Raise them again and push them down. From there, let's ease down onto all fours. Once there, sink navel, lift tailbone, lift head, open heart, out. And then exhale, round out. Again, let's inhale, top. And exhale, round out. And then return to neutral. Right leg behind us, hip level, push out to the heel. Left arm forward, come to the sky. Now while we're here, see if you lift your left foot off the mat as well, so it's not helping you balance. Then bring left hand and left foot back down, and we're going to step right foot forward. And let's keep both hands to the inside of that right foot. From there, we're going to start to pull the top of our left thigh towards the mat and see if we can ease our upper body down closer to the mat. We want to make sure that our right knee isn't pushing out past our toes. So we should feel a really, really good stretch going up the back of our right thigh and the front of our left thigh. And then from there, let's walk the hands back in. Press down to the top of your left foot. And let's return. And then let's bring our hands together at our hearts. We're going to take a big inhale as we start to rotate to our left, and then or to the right. We're going to tuck our left elbow to the outside of that right thigh. And just breathe into that switch. On the exhale, let's untwist. Let your hands return to the mat. And let's come back to all fours. Again, sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open heart count. Exhale, round out for cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, round cat. And then we're at neutral. This time we're going to push the left leg behind us, hip level. Right arm comes forward, palm to the sky. And once you're balanced, see if you can lift that right foot so it's not helping you balance. Exhale, right hand and foot back to the mat. And now step the left foot forward. So again, we're going to keep our hands to the inside of the left foot. Start to pull the front of that right thigh towards the mat. And then ease down as close to the mat as you can, without letting your left knee push past your toes. Feel that deep stretch going up the back of your left thigh and the front of your right thigh. From there, let's start to walk the hands back in. Press down to the top of the right foot. Inhale, let's rotate off to our left, and exhale, try to get that right elbow to the outside of our left thigh. Exhale, let's untwist. Hands return to the mat. Let's go ahead and bring that left knee back. Now keep the big toes close, separate the knees. And let's go ahead and push that tailbone back to the heels, chest between the knees, forehead to the mat, palms to the sky. And then let's take that left arm and pass it beneath the right armpit. See if you can get your shoulder to the mat and just allow your body weight to sink down into that shoulder. Let's bring that arm out and go ahead and switch. Right arm passes through left armpit, sinking shoulder down. And then bring that arm back out. And again, just stretch out through your fingertips. From there, let's scoop the belly in, round the spine, come up the hip. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart out. And then we're at neutral. Slowly lower upper body to the mat. Once you bring it all the way to the mat, just rest your forehead on the back of the knee. From there, let's take the left arm, we'll stretch it out straight. I want you to roll onto your left side. Once we're on our left side, let's bend the right knee. See about bringing your heel as close to your bottom as you can. Grab hold of whatever you can reach back there. And just breathe up the front of your thigh. Let's stay attached to whatever you're holding on to and roll back onto your belly. Once there, we're going to stretch that left arm a little further out, and then see if you can lift the left arm and that right thigh off the mat. And let's release. And stretch arms and legs. And then we're ready to roll onto our right side. And then once here, we'll bend the left knee, grab hold of whatever you can reach. Feel that stretch in the front of your thigh. And then let's stay attached so we can roll back onto the belly. And then once there, right arm is going to stretch a little farther. Try to lift that right arm and left thigh. And then let's release. And go ahead and stretch out arms and legs as long and straight as you can. Try to reach a little farther with your left arm and your right leg, and we lift those together. We let that come down, and then try reaching that right arm and left leg a little farther, and we lift that. And bring that down. Now, arms and legs together at the same time. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And we'll try to lift both at the same time. Good. And then float back to the mat. And go ahead, rest your forehead on the back of your hand. From there, let's bring the elbows in closer to the body. Foundational hands press to the tops of your feet and your hip bones. Pull out to the top of the head and start to press away from the mat. And then we're going to continue to press our way up. Separate your knees, big toes close. Take your time again, pushing all the way back into extended toes. And then from here, let's walk hands closer to knees and just lift up our body. And we'll come around and have a seat. So once we're seated, let's just stretch our legs out in front. Press down on either side of your hips with your palms and feel like you're sitting at attention. Really push out through the heels, press into those palms, feel like the top of your head being pulled towards the side. Good, and then exhale, soften, let your fingers walk forward, and just move it in. And we'll come back up. Now let's keep your left leg straight. We'll bend the right knee. Bring your foot in as close as you can to your body, and just start with giving it a hug. And then we'll keep our left arm wrapped around the bent right knee. Place the heel of your right hand close to your tailbone. Push down into that palm. Inhale a little taller. Exhale, rotate at the waist so we can look further over that shoulder. And then let's exhale, untwist. Keep the knee bent, but just let it open. So now we've got the bottom of your foot pressing into that inner thigh. We look like we've got the number 4 and lean forward. And let's come back up. Stretch that leg out straight. Again, we're going to press out through the heels, hands on either side of our hips. Push down, really press out through the feet, push into the palms, sit really tall. Good. And exhale, lift up. This time, left knee bends. Bring it in nice and close, give it a hug. And then we'll keep right arm wrapped around it. Left hand close to your tailbone. Push down to the palm. Inhale taller. Exhale, rotate at the waist so we can look over that left shoulder. Exhale, untwist. That knee is going to open. We've got the bottom of our foot pressed into that inner thigh. And let's lean forward. And then once we're back up, we'll stretch both legs out straight and bounce your knees up and down a little bit. And just let them relax. And we're going to bend both of our knees and put our hands behind our thighs. So now I want you to sit really tall, head held high, shoulders down, chest up, belly button tight, balance on your tailbone. We want to make sure we keep our back as straight as we can. And while we're doing that, we're going to start to extend the legs. No worries if the legs won't go all the way straight. Just focus on maintaining that straight spine. And once you found that spot where you can maintain your balance with a straight spine, see if you can add some arms. And then we're going to slowly open like someone has a big iron, and they're ironing you from the center of your body out. Once you've made it all the way to the mat, stretch, press out through your heels, reach out through your fingertips. And then we'll float the arms back up. Let them rest at your sides, palms to the sky. From there, let's bend both of our knees, keep the feet on the floor, toes and heels out slightly. Now I want you to tighten the belly, and as slowly as you can, leave the mat one vertebra at a time. Want to feel the weight staying out of the neck, and want to feel activation in the gluteals, the hamstrings, and the abdominals. Exhale, one vertebra at a time. You come back down. And then again, let's inhale and slowly peel off the mat. And again, make your way back down. Once you've made it all the way back down, let's bring the left knee into our chest. Push the right leg out straight. And then extend the left leg towards the sky. Walk your hands as close to that left ankle as you can, and think about pulling your toes over your head. And then let's rebend the knee. Go ahead and place the left foot on the mat. And then we're going to take the right leg and cross it over the left. Let your arms go wide and start to drop your knees to the left as far as they'll go without lifting your shoulder. And then look to the right. And then let's come back to neutral. From there, let's bring the right knee into the chest. And then go ahead and push the left leg out straight on the mat. And let's extend the right leg to the sky. Again, walk your hands up as close to your ankle as you can. Think about pulling toes overhead. And then let's rebend the knee, place the foot on the mat. And now we're going to cross the left leg over the right. Reopen your arms. And now our knees are going to start to drop to the right as far as they'll go without lifting that left shoulder. And we're going to look left. And let's come back up. Uncross the legs and now bring both knees into your head. Feel that stretch going down the spine, into the gluteals. Few side-to-side rocks to massage our spine. And then those nice slow knee circles round and round. And reverse. And then from there, we're going to keep our big toes close, but start to open the knees. So think about aiming your knees out over your shoulders. And then we'll take it a little farther by bringing the soles of our feet closer together and pulling our heels towards our body. From there, we're going to separate the feet. Keep holding them with your hands. Keep your knees bent. And think about pushing flat feet towards the sky while pulling down with your hands. And then from there, we're going to push our legs straighter and straighter. And let's open them wider and wider and wider. And breathe into that 9-4. And then we're going to start to close the legs back together. And let's keep one leg raised and slowly begin to lower the other leg. Once you feel it make contact with the mat, start to lower the other leg. And once that leg has made it all the way down, arms at our sides, palms to the sky, I want you to scrunch up all of your toes and then spread them really wide. Scrunch them up tight, spread them out wide, and then let your feet relax. Now you're going to scrunch all your fingers and make a tight fist and spread them out. Scrunch up tight, make that fist, and let them out, and then let them dissolve into the mat. Bring some awareness to your arms. Everything else stays relaxed, but I want you to tense the muscles from your shoulders to your fingertips. And then let that go. And we'll do the same with our legs. Start at your hips, tense all the muscles in your legs out through your toes. And let that relax. Let your breath start to make its way around all parts of the body. Seek out any spots that remain tense or tight, and let your breath linger there and breathe away that tension. send away all of our anxious thoughts and make a choice to extend kindness and compassion to all sentient beings.